Afternoon. It's Saturday, June 5th, I think. And here's that maple stump with a big burl on it that I want to stick on the mill and see if I can't pull some interesting wood out of it. Now, cutting a stump is obviously awkward because it's all misshapen with all the roots. But take a look at this burl. Looks like barnacles growing on the side of the tree. But there should be something interesting in there. At least I hope so. I'm going through a lot of trouble just to get it on the mill. So what I need to do initially, since the burl's on that side and that's the side that I want good, slices out of, the bottom part I'm not quite as, or this side, I'm not as worried about, but I need it up on top of the mill upright so that I can shave off some of this root and get myself a flat surface on this side so I can put it across a couple of the bunks with some planking. This stump isn't all that long, so I think it's going to fit in between bunks rather than on top of them. But I do need a flat surface on that side so I can properly slice up this side. So that's the first task, is getting it positioned on the mill, or essentially in between two bunks, and then prop it up there so it's as secure as I can make it, and do a couple of cuts on it to get a flat side to work from. And I'll probably have to take the chainsaw to something here, we'll see, to narrow it down so it fits within the range of my mill. I can do 30 inches there. I haven't bothered measuring it. It'll just be whatever size I can get fit in there at a maximum. So let's see how that works out. I've got it more or less where I want it, I think, at least for the initial pass. It's not quite level this way, but if I need to, I can shim it up once I get a flat side to work on the most important side. And it's just sitting there in between the bunks. I've got it sitting on that bunk. I haven't got it secured any other way, but it's pretty damn heavy. So I'm hoping it will just stay in place while I get the first couple of passes done on this side. We'll see. Alright, so I think that's going to be enough surface to flip this over and get to the main event. I'll have to put boards across this way to hold it in place. You'll notice that it was wobbling a bit while I was cutting it. It was still reasonably safe. I think I may move it down to this set of bunks so I can use that log brace. So let's see about flipping this over. as you can see from the time lapse, there was a whole bunch of fiddling around to get this thing back on the mill without ruining the mill, that is, bending it up. You know, it was heavy on the wrong side for getting it tipped over properly, but I finally got it on there. And reasonably secure. I had cut quite a hunk off the side here in order to get it to fit in the mill. I think that'll fit. We'll see shortly, because now it's time to cut into it and see what I've got. Hopefully it's worth it after all this fussing. Well, I would have to say that was well worth the effort. That's the last slab on the mill. That's more or less the center of the stump. These are going to definitely be interesting to work with. There's some rot in it in sections, but that can all be filled in with epoxy. These two here, now these look like fanciful mountain ranges. This one and that one. Yep, definitely worth the effort. So, I'm going to put these on, stack these up, put stickers on them, keep them separate, see how they hold up. Hopefully they don't warp too much. There was, I noticed in some sections, quite a bit of tension. So the blade wandered just a bit, but actually not too bad. Yeah, I'm well pleased with that. Look at all that. Cool. And the spot where the burls were, I better get some water for that. All sorts of interesting little patterns through all that. So, get that all sanded down and finished off, and that looked very intriguing as well. So, as I said, well worth the effort. And just in time, because it's just about to start to rain. Okay, see you soon.